Well, hello, Deeper Facilitators. Pastor Chris here with our final video training for this session of Deeper. One, I just want to thank you for leading your groups through this, and I know that it's been a challenging several weeks on many levels. Also, I really want to let you know that I highly value your feedback on this and on your experience. And what I would like to do is to touch base with each of you about your experience and your group experience with Deeper, because it's never set in stone, and there's always things we can change to it. And so, would love to get together with you guys. I'll be in touch. Really would want to just set up a time to get together, maybe buy you dinner or something like that, just to kind of hear your thoughts on it and get any feedback from it that you might have. So I'll be in touch for that. But as we wrap up this session of Deeper, you'll notice that in this week's homework, there is no case study. Sorry about that. There is no case study for um, the homework, but instead everybody's writing their own case study. And so, as we've gone through Deeper and each week, chances are there have been one or two areas that people are experiencing, needing some healing in. And so whether that's, fear and anger, or shame and sadness, or whatever that might be, the goal of this week's homework is for us to begin to write our own stories, with the hope and the goal of looking forward. And so just like all the case studies that we read every week, our own stories are case studies of healing, of God's healing in us. And so really, that's the goal of this week, is that we write out our own stories and also look toward the future. What does it look like for us to move on from here? And so the group time really is going to look pretty simple. One is, since it's your last week of Deeper, I would encourage you to maybe spend some time celebrating that, whether that's having dinner together if you guys haven't been doing that, or ordering pizza or potluck, or whatever it is, but just spending some time in fellowship with each other and just kind of celebrating what you've accomplished and the work that you guys have done and put into this. And so that's always a great way to start this final week. But then during the group time, during your discussion, really it's going to be asking people who might want to read their case studies. So kind of open it up for anybody who might want to read through their case studies of themselves that they wrote down. And so I would just encourage people to do that. And when they do, man, it's a powerful time of just getting able to hear more about where someone's at, and really where they're going, where they hope to be going, and what sort of journey they might be on. And then I would encourage you, after each person reads their story, to spend time as a group praying for them. This is for some of us, this is a big deal. And this was a lot of work and a lot of soul work, a lot of deep digging. And so for some people, they've come to a place where they can see where they need continued help and continued healing in, and they can find that. And so spend some time after they've shared their stories to pray for them as a group. This could be a really special time in your group. And even for those who don't share their stories, maybe spend some time on this final week praying for them as well. Pray for each person. If they don't want to share their story, that's fine. Maybe ask them if there's something specific that you can pray for, and just lift them up before the Lord. And then going into the looking up piece, this is our final week of looking up. We're going to be in Psalm 103, really looking at God's presence and his work in us in regards to our healing and what that looks like. And so just like every other week when we've been looking up, read through it slowly, read through it twice slowly if you can, spend some time reflecting on that and sharing. And so that is the wrap up for Deeper. And I pray that it's been a blessing to you, to some people in your group. And my guess is that even if there is a little bit of work started in someone's heart, that it will continue on in your life group. And so that's our prayer, is that your life group becomes that community in which people find that safe place to be vulnerable about what's going on in them, and that they can come to you as facilitators and you as the group to find that gospel care, that one anothering piece that is so, so, so important as they one another with you and your group and behold the glory of God together and allow Him to do His work in them. And so thank you again, praying for your final week, and we'll talk to you later.